Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of feline vocalizations, the unique ways your cat talks to you, other cats, and sometimes even just to themselves. Cats are true communication pros, equipped with over 100 different vocal sounds, far more than most pets, even dogs. This rich vocal variety allows them to express a wide range of emotions and intentions, from cheerful meows and chirps at the window to soothing purrs and mysterious yowls. Every sound carries meaning. So, in this video, we're going to break some of those vocalizations down. Not all of them, because let's be honest, unless you've got 9 lives to spare, we'd be here forever. Instead, we'll focus on the most intriguing and commonly heard sounds, the ones that might have left you wondering, what on earth was that? As we explore these fascinating feline sounds, it's important to remember that not all cats communicate the same way. Their background, personality, and daily experiences all shape how and why they use certain sounds. While some are little chatterboxes, others prefer to observe the world in silence. Let's start decoding some of the most common and curious vocalizations you're likely to hear from your feline friend. Number 1. The cry of a cat in heat. There's a sound that can make even the deepest sleeper jolt upright at 2 a.m. A haunting, echoing cry that fills the air like an old folktale come to life. That, my friend, is the voice of a female cat in heat. It's not just loud, it pierces. A mix between a yowl and a siren, this vocalization has a clear mission: to announce to every intact tomcat in the neighborhood that she's ready to mingle. And those toms? Oh, they'll come running. They'll scale fences, scrap in back alleys, and sit outside your window in a chorus of growls, all vying for the queen's attention. The sound itself is called a caterwaul, an ancient term for a sound that's as dramatic as it is unforgettable. Think of it as the feline version of a long-distance radio broadcast. Attention all eligible bachelors, the party is here. If your cat is making this call and isn't spayed, it's time to seriously consider that vet appointment. Not just to spare your ears and your sanity, but to prevent unwanted litters, reduce stress for your cat, and avoid attracting a parade of suitors at your doorstep. Trust me, spaying isn't just a kind choice, it's a smart one. If this reminded you of a night you'll never forget, or couldn't sleep through, give the video a like to let us know you've been there too. Number 2. Why do cats purr? While purring is often associated with happiness, the truth is a little more complex. For starters, scientists still can't fully agree on how purring even works. Some theories suggest it's caused by tiny oscillations in the brain. Others believe it's due to rhythmic twitching of the voice box, or specific muscles vibrating at just the right frequency, somewhere between 25 and 150 Hz. Interestingly, that frequency range is known to promote tissue healing and bone regeneration. And while the mechanics remain debated, one thing is clear: not all cats purr. Big cats like lions and tigers can't, but small cats can. Then there's the snow leopard, a mysterious outlier among the big cats, capable of purring and adding to its quiet, enigmatic allure. Of course, purring is often a contented sound. Picture your cat curled in a sunbeam, pressed against your side, eyes half shut. Everything feels just right, and that soft purr says, "This is perfect." But there's another side to purring, one that surprises many cat owners. Cats also purr when they're injured, frightened, at the vet, or even nearing the end of life. In those moments, purring may not be a sign of happiness. It could be a form of self-soothing, a coping mechanism, or even the body's way of healing itself through vibrations. So when your cat purrs, context matters. Are they snuggled up on your lap, or hunched under the bed with wide eyes? Either way, that gentle hum is a window into your cat's emotional world. Number 3. Why do cats meow? You know that unmistakable little meow your cat gives you when you walk through the door? That sweet high-pitched call, almost like a soft question hanging in the air, isn't just a random sound. It's not meant for other cats, and it's definitely not for show. That meow? It's meant just for you. To understand why, we need to go back to the very beginning of a cat's life. Kittens are born tiny, helpless, and completely dependent, with their eyes sealed shut for the first 10 days. During this time, sound becomes their lifeline. And the meow? It's their very first language, an instinctive cry that calls their mother back, guiding her to their side for warmth, food, and safety. But as cats grow older, they stop meowing to one another. That sound becomes less necessary, slowly disappearing from their everyday interactions. Instead, they rely on other forms of communication. So why do they keep meowing at us? Because we listen. Unlike other cats, we respond. We talk back, offer treats, open doors, and provide cuddles. Over time, our cats learn that this sound gets results, and so they keep using it, just for us. In a way, it's kind of heartwarming, because in their mind, you've taken the place of mom. You're the caregiver, the provider, the one who answers when they cry out. Next up, let's talk about one of the more mysterious and frequent sounds cats make, the chattering. Number 4. Why do cats chatter? Have you ever seen your cat sitting by the window, eyes locked onto a bird or a squirrel, making that strange little chattering sound with their teeth? This chattering is actually a result of predatory excitement. They're not just watching, they're mentally gearing up for the hunt. Since they can't actually pounce, the energy comes out in those little bursts of sound. Some say cats mimic birds to lure them in, but that's unlikely. Cats are stealthy, not noisy hunters. More realistically, chattering is simply a way for them to release the built-up thrill of the chase. Number 5. Why do cats chirp or trill? If you've ever heard your cat make that high-pitched, almost musical sound, some call it a chirp, others a trill, and I've even heard someone call it a cheer up. To me, they all feel like part of the same sweet, expressive sound family, but just to keep things simple, let's go with trill. The other names are a bit tricky to say anyway. What's fascinating about this sound is that it's most commonly made by female cats, and they typically use it to communicate with their kittens. It's a way of saying, "Hey, follow me," or even, "It's time to eat." It's not aggressive, not urgent, just a way to guide their little ones, much like how our moms might call us from another room, only way more refined. So if your cat trills at you, take it as a sign of excitement or affection, like a cheerful little purr with extra sparkle. Number 6. Why do cats hiss? A hiss is the feline version of a firm "back off." It's a clear warning that they feel threatened, overwhelmed, or unsafe. You'll hear it when a cat is cornered, overwhelmed, or unsure whether they need to defend themselves or bolt for safety. That sharp burst of air through their teeth is meant to startle and create space. It's hiss in response to fear or discomfort, not for fun. Even the sweetest cat has boundaries, and a hiss is a sign they've been crossed. And when they hiss, they're not being bad. They're just trying to cope with whatever feels too much, too fast, or too close. Respect it, and you'll avoid getting scratched. Number 7. Why do cats growl? A growl isn't drama, it's honesty. It's the sound of a boundary being set, crystal clear and low to the ground. It's your cat's way of saying, "That's enough. I've tried to be patient. I gave you signs, but now I need you to back off." Before the hiss comes, the growl usually whispers its warning. It rumbles from deep inside, like a tiny thunderstorm building in your cat's chest. It's not anger, it's discomfort. It's your cat asking you to stop before things go too far. Sometimes it's followed by a spit, a sharp, sudden warning. And if they feel truly overwhelmed, you might hear a scream. Not a meow, a raw, heart-deep cry that says, "I don't feel safe." These sounds aren't meant to scare you. They're a cat's way of giving you space to make the right decision, before they feel forced to defend themselves. And yet, despite how clear these messages are, they're often misunderstood. I've heard so many people misread a growling cat. They think the cat is mean, moody, or broken. But no, growling is actually a beautiful sign of trust. It means your cat still believes someone will listen. It's their way of saying, "Please, don't make me take this further." Number 8. Why do cats yowl? Unlike the familiar sounds of meowing, hissing, or growling, the yowl is deeper, raw, and charged with emotion. It's a powerful vocalization that signals a cat is feeling threatened, but it doesn't always mean aggression. Sometimes, it's much more than that. It's a cry for help. You might have heard it echo through your home when your cat feels scared, confused, or trapped. That long, low cry that seems to beg, "Please, help me." It's their way of reaching out, of saying something's not right. I've seen it firsthand during cat introductions. One cat freezes, tail puffed, body tense, and then the yowl begins. It's like they're pleading, Back off, please, just back off. The fear in that moment is almost tangible, and when the tension escalates, that yowl can quickly transform into a scream, raw and piercing, a sound born from deep survival instincts. But not all yowls come from confrontation. There's also the heartbreaking yowl of a cat accidentally locked in a closet, that echoing, hollow, desperate sound. Hey, I'm stuck. It's amazing how one simple noise can carry so much urgency. And then, perhaps most haunting of all, is the yowl from an aging cat in the stillness of night. The house is quiet and suddenly you hear it. That lonely, searching cry that seems to whisper, "Where am I? Where are you?" This is often seen in senior cats experiencing cognitive decline, what many refer to as cat dementia. It's real, it's frightening, and it breaks your heart the moment you hear it for the first time. There's this sensitive period, from about 2 to 9 weeks of age, where kittens absorb everything. How to be a cat, how to play, how to communicate. Miss that window, and they might end up developing their own quirky little language. So when you bring together two cats who grew up with completely different dialects, it can feel like watching strangers trying to speak the same language, but each with a very different accent. And yet, that's part of what makes cats so fascinating. Each one is truly an individual. Some yowl more because they were never taught a different way to express themselves. Others might have been neutered late and held on to more intense vocal patterns. And then there are those who learned early on that yowling gets results, so they just keep doing it. If you found yourself nodding, smiling, or learning something new today, don't forget to like this video. It's a small click that helps us keep making content that brings you and your cat even closer. And hey, if you know someone who loves cats just as much as you do, share this with them. Who knows? It might help them finally understand what their kitty's been trying to say all along.